sometimes people who are not really in it to see, who are not really in this to understand, I think they lose sight of the fact, or I don't. Maybe they don't even lose sight. Maybe they're not cognizant and aware of the fact that there's somebody sitting in a motherfucking jail cell somewhere about this shit. This whole thing surrounding Cuffy and Big Meech and Tammy Collins about what's right, what's not right, who's wrong, who's right. As YouTubers, we are commentating, pontificating, prognosticating about all of these things. But there are actual real human beings whose lives have been negatively affected, right? And then not only the people who were charged or who were involved with the activity, but their families who've had to grow up without them, who've had to grow up missing them. Now, there's something to be said about people saying, well, hey, listen, I don't feel sorry for somebody like that because they involved themselves and blah, blah, blah. But the fact of the matter is, bro, you roll your blunt because it's like that, right? There are real human beings. There are real consequences for what motherfuckers do. Listen, my guests, they're not really guests. DC Black is in the building, a.k.a. E. Williams is in the building. Uncle Juice, a.k.a. Beat Factory is in the building.
What up, though?
Everybody's favorite villain, whose catchphrase is, it's time to go to work.
Time to go to work.
Public figure Boogie's in the motherfucking building. The topic of the conversation today is this. Yesterday, Sean G from the podcast with Soul, he came down on the Big Meech third-party cooperation situation. Yesterday, he dropped a 6-minute video where in which he stated that Big Meech. Oh no, we're gonna pull this up right. We're gonna do this right. Bear with me, y'all. We're gonna do this right because we're not gonna put words in anybody's mouth, right? We're gonna keep it gangster, right?
Right.
So here's what's going on right now. Yesterday, Sean G, this brother, he has an immaculate style. He's from based on what I know, he's a well-researched, he's a very articulate brother. He has over 100,000 subs on YouTube, so he's no rookie to this whole thing. The brother been moving and shaking, not necessarily about coming down or giving his opinion about things of this nature, but he jumped in it, and so it is what it is. He dropped the video yesterday, and let's go over it. We're not gonna go over the whole thing, right? But we're gonna look at the title. The title of it is Big Meech did not do third-party cooperation because the Northern District of Georgia, the NDGA, doesn't allow it. Let's go into what he talked about, what he said.
Good morning, man. Early in the morning, what's the day? The 23rd, I think it is. Monday the 23rd. Good morning. The podcast with Soul, Stigmatism in My Soul, Gumby Publishing, Sean Xavier Gumby Jr. and myself, Sean Xavier Gumby Sr. We do not wish to defame, slander, or libel anybody as it relates to this court case that we're talking about, that we're going to be coming straight from the court documents. So listen, I learned from a very, very knowledgeable source affiliated with the DEA.
Right there. Now, he says that he learned from a very, very credible source associated with the DEA. When I saw this yesterday, I missed that whole point, right? It flew over my motherfucking head, and not much flies over this fucking bald head. But I missed that whole point. I'm thinking he on the inside, and right? So I'm hearing that very credible source. I never imagined in a million years that his credible source was none other than now disgraced former DEA agent Keith Cromer. Never crossed my mind in a million years that that's who his credible source of information was. Now, mind you, this is not an anti-Sean G video. This is just for people who are new to the world of commentating, prognosticating, talking shit, coming down on issues that involve entertainment, sport, politics, street shit. You have to be very, very careful about how you regurgitate the information that you receive, because there are people who are trying to deceive us all. So you got to be careful about that. Let's keep on going for a second.
That there is no third-party cooperation in the Northern District of Georgia. In the Northern District of Georgia, there is no third-party cooperation as it relates to drug trafficking or drug dealing or whatever. Point blank and frank, there is no third-party cooperation in the northern state of Georgia.
I'm going to stop right there. I don't think we need to see any more when it comes to this. Since I haven't talked to DC Black, aka E, in a week or so, people have been on my fucking head about bringing you back. It ain't me, it's him. I'm like Big Meech at this point. You hear me? It ain't me. It wasn't me. It was E who said he been busy, bro. Life is life. See, we don't just do YouTube, bro. We do real life shit too. So it is what it is, right? But in the infamous words of Big Meech, wasn't me. It was him.
I feel you.
DC Blacks, aka E Williams, brother. When you saw this video, when you saw Sean G come down with this yesterday, did you just catch it or did somebody send it to you? How did you become aware of it?
Nah, lately, for the last week or two, since he been covering things, I was, digging how he was covering it. And like he said, he's something out of, 19 shots, he 18 for 1. So, he ain't really bad. You know what I mean? Like he said, that's like a 90-some% ratio right there. Mm-hmm. But it came to my phone. I'm subscribed to his channel. Like
as did we all. And I still am.
Yeah. And when I saw it, I watched the whole thing. I like his style. I follow him on Instagram. I started following him for his workout. I was in the feds, all them workouts he do. I do them workouts, and then he went into this. And like you said, he got a humongous subscriber base. And to get straight to the point, I just saw it. And when I saw it yesterday, I was like, I was just getting ready to do a video. That's why I looked like I had a video in response to him. It was never in response to him. I think I discovered this information that he discovered. And I think I just played it differently. And I wanted to discredit the information, not the information that he said, but the source of the information, because I believe that Keith Cromer was the source. I read thousands of pages of Dion Gatlin paperwork, and I seen that when Tammy came to him with this third-party cooperation scheme out of the Southern District of Florida, if I'm not mistaken, someone was incarcerated, and someone associated with him knew Tammy, which she's entangled with a bunch of informants, and she brought the play to him like, yo, can we do this? And his exact words in the paperwork is the situation was so convoluted, he told them, no, we're not doing third-party cooperation in the Northern District of Georgia. I think that was taken out of context. But Sean G said he interviewed him for about 1 hour and 37 minutes, and he doubled down, Keith Cromer that is, doubled down on the fact that there was no third-party cooperation in Georgia. Now, let me defend Sean G. Sean G did make a good point. He said maybe, which I think could have been used in the first video. In the second video where he accepted accountability for the mistake, he said maybe when Keith Cromer was there, this wasn't a practice. I don't believe he used the word practice, but don't hold me to that, right? Maybe when he was there, they wasn't doing that, all right? That could be true. Maybe his crew wasn't doing it. But Keith Cromer was doing all this between 2009 and at least 2012, according to Cuffy paperwork, right? So I went and found a case out of the appeals court down in the 11th Circuit from the Northern District of Georgia that is dated 2010, where a guy named Dexter Hubbard was in prison. He was serving 292 months. He got his wife to cooperate, provide substantial assistance to the government, and he alleged the government promised him a bigger reduction, but they only gave him 2 months, bro. They gave him a 2-month reduction. They took his sentence. They wanted to take his sentence from 292 months to 290 months. The judge was like, nah, that don't make sense. So they took 24 months off, and he filed an appeal saying that this wasn't enough. Now, I don't want to get too deep into his story, but my point is that this is a specific example of third-party cooperation. He was incarcerated. His wife went to work. He got a reduction, and he got this reduction in the Northern District of Georgia. So that's my point.
I went to sleep. I'm not going to make this personal because I interviewed Sean G. We had a wonderful conversation. I put Sean G in contact with Cuffy's family, and which led to him landing an interview with Cuffy as well. Like I said before, I'm not gonna spend no time saying that I like the brother work or I like his style. I'm not gonna spend no time with that shit. I'm gonna say, brother, you were wrong. And here's what I think. And I'm talking to Sean G, right? I'm talking to you publicly, bro. I appreciate the fact that you came to the forefront, you came to the table, you came to the day room, you came to the big yard, you came to the back 40 with that apology, acknowledgement. I don't even mean so with the acknowledgement that the information that you had communicated to the world was wrong. For that, I say kudos to you, and I clap for you, and I applaud you for that. However, here's what I'm thinking. This is my mind frame. Sean G this is not his field of play. This is not his level. This is not his area of expertise. This whole street shit. He's a workout guy. He's a motivational guy, sort of like Wallow from the Gillie and Wallow joint, right? So I get it, right? This whole process can be more convoluted than a person could imagine. There's a lot of information that is available. There's a lot of information that's being shot at you. There's a lot of information there's a lot of people coming down on this shit, giving their opinions. Some people are more knowledgeable and experienced than others. Some people just do it just to throw shit at the wall to see what sticks. Sean G, let me tell you this publicly, brother. Your voice carries a lot of your voice is wide ranging. It is far reaching. So as when you come down on anything, when I say come down, I mean when you commentate, when you prognosticate, when you talk about shit, right? You have to be aware that your words carry weight, and people who are not in the know, people who are psychologically and mentally lazy, they will grab what you say and dissect it. They will grab what you say without vetting it, without checking it, without checking to see if it's right and exact. And they will use that to build an entire foundation for a train of thought based on what you say by itself. And I think you should be learning that, but you should learn that now, because you have not only did what you say, not only was it wrong on the face, not only was it wrong, not only did it, if you would have took 1 second to verify what it was that you were reporting before you turned your microphone on, you could have saw for yourself that what you had been told by your credible source was wrong as a motherfucker for a couple of reasons. Let's just put the Northern District to the side for a second. You're saying that, and you said that Big Meat did not do third-party cooperation because the Northern District of Georgia doesn't prescribe to that. Let's just put that to the side for a second. The brother E of DC Blacks came down this morning I was waiting on him to come down too. I was waiting. We didn't get a chance to really talk. I was waiting for this motherfucker. I was waiting for this motherfucker to come down with this shit. You hear me? So listen, I have a different approach. So we attacked the Northern District of Georgia, and we talked about what the Northern District of Georgia does and doesn't do. Now, I'm gonna make this a short point so we can get the full discussion going. Here's the fatal flaw in Sean G's situation. And if he would have did a little more background check, he could have discovered this shit for himself. The flaw was assuming that the Northern District of Georgia had controlling jurisdiction over Big Meech, Collins, Cuffy, and Fidel Suarez. I want to stick to that first. I didn't really get to hone in on that yesterday. When you say what the Northern District of Georgia does or doesn't allow, what they do and don't subscribe to, my first thought, honestly, was, what the fuck does the Northern District of Georgia got to do with this shit? One, Cuffy's case was not brought by the Northern District of Georgia. Cuffy's case was brought by the Eastern District of Missouri. The case between him and Fidel Suarez, with Tammy Collins' name all over it. Every hearing, all of the hearings was held. All the motions were argued. All the judges, right, were from the Eastern District of Missouri. If you want to bring Big Meech into the equation and say, well, Big Meech, what happens with Big Meech is governed by what took place or the judicial body, the federal body of the Northern District of Georgia. If you want to bring that into the equation, that's a misrepresentation of fact as well. That is erroneous information as well, because Big Meech, his indictment with BMF, it came out of the Eastern District of Michigan in 2005. In 2007, the second indictment came down and it came out of the Northern District of Georgia, but that wasn't Big Meech. So if you're trying to say through a backdoor mechanism that Big Meech and what happens to him is governed by the Northern District of Georgia, that's not true, because Big Meech, Southwest T, and the heartbeat of BMF was indicted out of the Eastern District of Michigan, Southern Division. That's Detroit, for motherfuckers who been living in Iraq. So I instantly saw and felt like something was wrong with that. What in the fuck does the Northern District of Georgia have to do with this case? The only connecting tissue between the Northern District of Georgia, which is where Atlanta is a part of the Northern District, the federal judiciary system in Georgia. Atlanta is a part of that. They fall under that purview. Tammy Collins lived in Georgia. Keith Cromer, Jack Harvey. Jack Harvey really has nothing to do with this. I think he acted as an advisory when it comes to certain aspects of his case. But this is Keith Cromer and Tammy Collins. They lived and operated in Georgia. So I think that people mistakenly assume that because Keith Cromer and Tammy Collins lived and operated out of the city of Atlanta, that this was an Atlanta or a Georgia case. It was not. How did we get this so wrong? Beat Factory, Uncle Juice. How did we get this so wrong?
We didn't get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get it wrong. We've been saying what we've been saying, and I stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Certain things is common sense. You feel me? We know he was here, he wasn't there, so they rules didn't apply to them. You feel me? The rules that applied, that was Blue Da Vinci's them indictment. You feel me? So what they trying to do, they tying different paperwork. It's BMF paperwork, but they tying different people's paperwork all in together at one time, man. Trying to confuse and stir the pot. You feel me? Them the people that's riding with the diversion. You feel me? But you boil it down to the simple point. Who was the equation to the whole factor? You know what I'm saying? Who was the equation to the whole factor? Without one piece, when none of them other pieces come together. You feel me? That's common sense, man. And you go remain silent if you innocent. You feel me? I ain't talking about getting on social media. That supposed to be your man. Y'all been getting it in for 30 plus years. Y'all been getting money. When he went to jail, you held him down. He came home. He ain't about to slime you. You held that man down while he did a 10 ball. You feel me? Picked him up in double R Bentley or something. You feel me? Rolls Royce or Bentley or something. You feel me? So this your brother. Y'all went and bought houses in the whole new city, moved y'all family together. It's the whole nine. Y'all been cool until you put him with some people. Not saying he did anything wrong. Did he get himself caught up in that? I don't know none of that. I'm saying this. You put them people together, and then you want to bag out and hide your hand like Pilate in the Bible, how he did Jesus. You feel me? I'm just saying, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Well, I got a problem. A real problem. Sean G, you cool. But you just had the YouTube streets looking like we didn't know what the fuck we was talking about. When really we right on top of this shit. So you went to Cromer, talked to him for about 30 minutes, 2 times, knowing that his word ain't shit. He is the feds. He's gonna tell what he wants you to know. That's one. You read 99% of everything on paper. Take his word for it and don't ask him for a document or where to get it from. Just take his word. And now where we at. Everybody who just followed your word got to turn around 10 times, jump up and down, and do this shit all over again. And the YouTube streets is still right. You cool, but that's some bullshit, man. You read 99% of it. The last percent of the shit, all you had to do was ask him for the documents. Don't take his word for it. What's the problem? A fair word?
Before I let you tune back in, bro. So this when you in front of people, a lot of us take this shit as a joke. Sit in front of a microphone, sit in front of a camera, sit in front of our phone. Folks just spew off. Let me just say this, bro. I wasn't offended, but I was shocked. I wasn't offended. No, I take that back. I was offended too. I was offended because you have an open door relationship with me. You have my phone number. I interviewed you, right? You were compensated. I put you on the phone with Cuffy's daughter. You interviewed Cuffy. So without you even, so listen, whenever, if I have a problem with something that DC Black is saying, if I say something, DC Black will call me. Just message brother like, oh, dog, nigga, what? Here, look at this. Look at that. Look at this. In the world of YouTube, in the world of media, in the world of the YouTube media space, it is to your advantage to have somebody who can bounce ideas off of, you can bounce concepts off of, you don't have to have it, but we're living, this is a fluid society. This YouTube streets is a fluid society, right? Nothing is concrete, everything is mutable, everything changes, but the truth don't change. It is always a positive thing to have somebody that you can talk to about whatever the issues are. When I come, E watches me, he subscribed to me, I'm subscribed to him. When he comes down on something, if I don't understand it, or if I have questions about it, I pick up the phone and call him. Like, E, what's up with that? And he like, look, dog, here you go. Boom, I got the files, I got the nigga, I'm paying for this shit. I ain't just going on Googling shit. I'm paying for documents that other motherfuckers don't have because they're not really invested in this shit. Like I'm invested in this shit. So therefore, here it is right here. There you go. Keith Cromer. You can't. What made you go to Keith Cromer to ask him anything about third-party cooperation? Was it something that you came up with? Was it something that, because I never thought to go to Keith Cromer and ask Keith Cromer nothing. When it came to third-party cooperation, right? I just assumed that when people said that Northern District of Georgia doesn't participate in third-party cooperation, that's fine by me, because nothing about Meech, Cuffy, Tammy has anything to do with the Northern District of Georgia. So I didn't give a fuck what people were saying about the Northern District of Georgia, because the Northern District of Georgia has no jurisdiction over any aspect of this case. So I wasn't concerned about it. DC Blacks, run your play, bro.
Northern District of Georgia, right, is under the federal system. So I think sometimes people get things a little mixed up. A person can cooperate in the Northern District of Georgia, the Eastern District of Michigan, the Middle District of Pennsylvania, right, and assist the government, the federal government there. Their benefit can be applied in another jurisdiction. Instead of me just talking and saying to the person, hey, how you know? I'm going to use a case that I've studied long before this Demetrius Flannery case. And that's the case of Rayful Edmond. Rayful Edmond got popped doing the same type of thing that we got going on with this Meech thing while he was in Lewisburg Federal Penitentiary. When you get charged with a crime in Lewisburg Federal Penitentiary, you're going to get charged in the Middle District of Pennsylvania in a federal court, all right? He cooperated in that district, and the benefit was sent to the District of Columbia. So do you get what I'm saying on that tip right there? So yeah. Keith Cromer and Tammy, as you so aggressively mentioned, was operating out of Georgia, right?
Yes.
But remember, they all tied up in a Missouri case. Why? Because they were sending information from DEA Atlanta to DEA St. Louis. If they could have sent information from DEA Atlanta, because let's not lose focus on what we talking about. We talking about this slimy snake play that was trying to be ran that got stopped some type of way. So if they would have ran this play, Tammy, hypothetically speaking, all right, Tammy and Demetrius run a play for third-party cooperation out of DEA Atlanta. They run the play wherever Suarez go, right? Just so happens Cuffy's there, so you can't take Cuffy out. Now Cuffy caught up in it. But if they would have snagged Suarez anywhere, whether it was Tennessee, California, or St. Louis, and she could have got the benefit of it and transferred it to Demetrius, that benefit would have went to the Eastern District of Michigan, and that judge and the U.S. attorney between DEA, between Atlanta and Michigan would have had to collaborate and file the Rule 35 motion in the Eastern District of Michigan and say to the judge there, yo, we want to give Demetrius Flannery this time cut for this substantial assistance. That's how it would have went.
That's how it would have went.
Fact.
That's the absolute fact. So, so whether let's just say that Northern District of Georgia didn't participate in,
which they do,
they do. So that was not accurate on Sean G's part. But let's say if they didn't, this is the federal government we're talking about here. Do you think if they get land, some information leading to knocking a motherfucker mule for the Mexican drug cartel down,
they do what they want?
Do you think that they would allow the Northern District of Georgia, on the grand scheme of things in all the federal districts in this country, do you think they would allow some backwood pokey ass, wood chopping ass niggas to stop them from securing information for the benefit of somebody else, because this particular we're not gonna call the Northern District of Georgia nondescript, but do you think that the feds from Washington, D.C., the DEA, the ATF, the FBI, Homeland Security would allow the Northern District of Georgia to interfere with a play because they themselves, out of everybody in the country, supposedly, according to some, don't subscribe to third-party cooperation. We're going to stop a plot. We're going to stop a bus of this magnitude keying us into a major source of drug trafficking from Mexico because you motherfucking redneck Republican ass Senator Governor Kemp ass niggas don't want to allow us to offer this nigga some help for his substantial assistance by way of third-party cooperation through this bitch Tammy Commons. Who believes some shit like that? I have a question to you. Should he have accepted Keith Cromer's word on face value, or should he have done some additional checking to vet whether or not what he was saying was accurate? There's no way in the world. I don't look at Keith Cromer like he's an authority on nothing, bro. I look at Keith Cromer like he a foul, underhanded, snake, bitch ass nigga who's a criminal with a badge and a G suit on. I don't look at him like he's credible. What has he done to prove to the world as a whole that he's a credible source of anything, especially when you examine how the fuck he got kicked out of the DEA? Is that a fair question or no?
I straight up would have been like, hey, look, Cromer, I'm trying to get my hands on something that I know I can't get my hands on. Can you help me? He'd have been like, no. I'd have been like, click. Well, fuck it then. That's the only reason you should be reaching out to him.
Okay, so
other than that, he could have vetted all that himself for real. He ain't need him.
Mm-hmm, right. So to the brother Sean G's credit, pardon me, Boogie. The brother, like I said, he does great work. This is not his area of expertise, so he didn't get it right, and he came back and he retracted his statement, and that's admirable because a lot of these motherfucking YouTubers and social media motherfuckers and podcasters, bloggers, and all that kind of shit, they won't come back and admit when they have made a mistake. They'll just run what they play without coming back and correcting it, like some of them have done. And I'm going to point out one bitch ass nigga doing this episode here. So here is Sean G, right? Here's Sean G doing an about face, and here's his explanation of why he did it.
Today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. What is it? February 25th, something like that. Let me get the date because I want to make sure I get this right. Tuesday, February the 25th. Stigmatism in My Soul, Gumby Publishing, podcast was sold. Sean Xavier Gumby Jr. and myself, Sean Xavier Gumby Sr., do not wish to slander, libel, or defame anybody as it relates to the content of this video and the content that I've been covering over the last 2 weeks. Yesterday, I made a mistake, and it's wrong for a couple of reasons, and I'm gonna go through them with you right now, right? So yesterday, I did a video, and I said that Big Meech did not do third-party cooperation because the Northern District of Georgia doesn't allow it. That is wrong. And let me tell you how, right? Number one, I had a phone conversation with Keith Cromer Saturday for about an hour and a half, hour and 37 minutes to be exact. Excuse me. And while we were talking, I asked him about third-party cooperation. Did Meech do third-party cooperation? He told me, he said, Sean, in the Northern District of Georgia, third-party cooperation is not allowed. Right? Now, this is the thing.
So he said, I asked him, I spoke to him for an hour and 37 minutes. He said, and I flat out asked him, I put the question to him. did Big Meech do third-party cooperation? And his response to him was, he didn't say no. Boogie's always reminding me to listen to people's words, right? He didn't say no. What he said was, hey, Sean, the Northern District of Georgia does not allow third-party cooperation. We don't adhere to it. They don't subscribe to it. So he didn't say he said no. He said he offered him information by way of facts, by way of analogy, which then explained to him, nah, he didn't. He couldn't have, because the Northern District of Georgia don't participate in that shit. What he didn't tell Sean G is he introduced, see, this is Keith Crumer being deceptive again. Juice, Boogie, DC Blacks. He said, he asked him, wait, let's go back and look. He asked him.
That's a misdirection type shit.
Is the thing.
No, he just avoided the
Keith Crumer
question.
was eventually
He
terminated.
avoided it. Yeah,
Hold on.
He told him the law.
Third-party cooperation is not allowed.
Hold on, Juice.
And while we were talking, I asked him about third-party cooperation. Did Meech do third-party cooperation? He told me, he said, Sean, in the Northern District of Georgia, third-party cooperation is not allowed.
Right there. I asked
you let the feds play you.
Right.
He never answered his question. He didn't tell him, yeah, he ratted or no, he didn't rat. He told him the law in the district. And he made the mistake and didn't grasp what he just had did to him.
Right. He should have told him, like, yeah, that's cool and all.
But that ain't what I asked.
I asked you, did that nigga do a third-party cooperation, nigga?
You feel me?
Hey, listen. He said, and this is critical, right?
Party cooperation.
That's the only question I would have had for the DEA. Yo, was this the play? I don't care about nothing else, bro.
Mm-hmm. But for the purposes
no,
of
he did ask that, but the DEA was slicker than him. That's what it was. That's what he did to him.
And while we were talking, I asked him about third-party cooperation. Did Meech do third-party cooperation? He told me, he said, Sean, in the Northern District of Georgia, third-party cooperation is not allowed. Right? Now, this is the thing. Keith Crumer was eventually terminated from the Atlanta DEA. I can't remember what year, but I know that when everything went down, we're talking about 2014, 15, 16, whatever the case may be. And maybe during his era of when he was the special agent in charge and his relationship with the U.S. attorney from Atlanta, maybe they had a unwritten policy or whatever that they didn't do third-party cooperation for whatever reason, as far as the cases that as it related to them.
That's not right. Let me tell you why that's not right. Now I'm on some shit now. Let's tell you why that's not right. Because this brother, DC Blacks, aka E. Williams, he did his research. He's found at least one example. And when there's one example, there's 100. He found at least one example where that is not true. So that was not the case. See, now first you have, did Meech do third-party cooperation? Keith Crumer didn't say yes or no. Keith Crumer said, hey, Sean, the Northern District of Georgia, we don't do third-party cooperation. We don't subscribe to it. We don't participate in it. We don't acknowledge it.
He spent him like an A-Ron.
He spent it. Like listen, but then Sean G comes back and tries to spin us by saying he offered this. Keith Crumer didn't offer it. He didn't call Keith Crumer this morning and say, hey, Keith, you gave me some misinformation, bro. Had me looking crazy out there in the YouTube streets. He didn't say that. He offered an explanation on Keith Crumer's behalf by saying, well, maybe during his tenure, he got terminated 2000.
And let me address that time when you finish.
Right. He said maybe during his tenure, there was an unwritten understanding. Wait a minute. I thought that shit was on the books. So now you're saying maybe there was some clandestine, unwritten understanding that prohibited or prevented them or disallowed them from doing it. That's not what Keith Crumer said. That's what Sean G is offering us as an explanation for why Keith Crumer told him what he told him and why he subsequently simply reported to us what Keith Crumer told him, and that shit wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Crumer told you, according to you, Keith Crumer told you a pot of bullshit, a big pot of bullshit that you then turned around and communicated to the world and put your name on it and your word behind it. And then you were contemplating yourself. This is not us. This is him. Let me go back to this. I hate this. This is him.
Special agent in charge and his relation, whatever the case may be. I can't remember what year, but I know that when everything went down, we're talking about 2014, 15, 16, whatever the case may be. And maybe during his era of when he was the special agent in charge and his relationship with the U.S. attorney from Atlanta, maybe they had a unwritten policy or whatever that they didn't do third-party cooperation for whatever reason, as far as the cases that as it related to them.
No, I ain't banning that shit. Let me tell you why I ain't banning that shit. Because here you are offering an excuse, and you're giving the excuse to Keith Crumer. So you're saying that Keith Crumer could have possibly been right. Maybe they had an unwritten understanding down there with the, you know that? What? No, good brother, if you're wrong, you're wrong. But good brother, if we have proven according to law and according to case study by DC Black, we have proven that what Keith Crumer told you was wrong. It's a prima facie case that the shit he said was not right. You bit on it and you ran with it. You wasn't even thinking. What he should have told you, Wells, he shouldn't even mention that. He brought up the Northern District of Georgia. He should have said, well, yes or no. He made you run with the Northern District of Georgia theory when none of this case has anything to do with the Northern District of Georgia. Big Meech's indictment, which was the controlling authority over whatever happened to Big Meech during his incarceration. The Northern District of Georgia don't have jurisdiction over Big Meech. You mixed the 2005 up with the indictment in 2007. Ain't the same thing. No part of this shit. We're talking about the Northern District of Georgia right now, when the Northern District of Georgia, DC Black, don't have nothing to do with this shit at all. Now you're offering an excuse. Maybe he was talking about when he was there, and maybe they had an unwritten, or what? Where you getting that from? Did you call him back and say, hey, motherfuckers are challenging me based on what I reported that I got from you? And they're showing law, and they're giving numerous examples of how what I reported based on what you told me is not right. You got me looking crazy. DEA agent. How do you go to a disgraced DEA agent and tell a disgraced DEA agent who's known for lying, who's known for being deceptive, who's known for fucking on hoes, who's known for misallocating funds? How do you go back to him the next day and say, hey, you fucked me up. You got me looking crazy out here. How do you go back to him? Because what he should have did say, I called him again today after I was challenged about what I reported. I got what I reported from him, so I called him back to have another conversation with him to get clarification about what it was that he told me that I eventually went and reported. Right now, you ain't doing none of that. You're just simply saying, well, maybe he did this and maybe he did that. After talking to this motherfucker for an hour and 37 minutes, all you came up with was some misinformation. Keith Crumer strikes again. That motherfucker keep crumbling. He's still lying.
He cold with it too.
He a cold man.
Hey, so I'm gonna do this shit till I die.
You feel me? He convinced Sean G to tell that to the world. Just that smooth. He didn't answer his question. He just responded and told him the law.
Then you had Seti Nash. You had another nigga that looked like Lil Bill with hair, the T-Move version. You feel me? Going to run with some shit that ain't even true. Nigga thought he had one.
Watch this, Boogie. See,
What is T-Move version Lil Bill at? That's who the fuck I want to see.
Okay, let's get to this first. So Seti Nash is one of the most reputable YouTubers operate in the YouTube streets, where he primarily talks about all things urban, like most of us do, right? Like we do primarily, right? Seti Nash took a clip. Here it is right here. Seti Nash took a screenshot from Sean G's video. In the caption, it says, Big Meech did not do third-party cooperation because the Northern District of Georgia doesn't allow it. Seti Nash, his caption to this picture was, I told ya, Big Meech ain't a snitch. This is where it becomes increasingly critical for people to understand how important what you say is, because people who are psychologically lazy will take your content and do with it what they will in order to make a point or to endorse a point that they're trying to make about something. So you had Seti Nash, who has over 200,000 subs on YouTube, who calls himself the Hood Lawyer. That's what he calls himself, the Hood Lawyer. Watch this. He called himself, look right here, Hood Lawyer, the West Coast Thanos, California's Mad Titan, 200 plus subs on YouTube, 60 million views on YouTube. Right? This is what he called himself right here. So this is not just some nondescript ass nigga calling himself a YouTuber. This is a serious person in the YouTube streets. He took what you said on face value and posted that shit to the world.
And we finna disbar your ass, because what type of lawyer just taking information and ain't vetting? Seti, you fucking wrong. You a hood lawyer.
No, they didn't do no investigation. They just took what he said for face value. You feel me? And then reported to the world. And that's why it's good that we do the content the way we do it, so people don't be misled. See, some people just go for the and they views too. You know what I'm saying? Because Sean G said it, people went with it. Like you said, he got power. He got a power and influence on his platform. You feel me? And a lot of people watching. All right, here we go.
Nigga, that's Lil Bill with hair. I'm telling you, nigga. T-Move version, nigga. T-Move version, nigga.
Oh, man, I didn't know who y'all was talking about, man.
Let me out after Ricky get killed, ass nigga. I ain't man, this nigga right here.
Where is he shooting this video from? Some type of halfway house or something? Like it's barbed wire in the back of the screen, like he in some type of homeless shelter that you got to check in at a certain time and can't come out at a certain time. Look at this back, look at the back wall, bro.
Man.
So listen, this young man or old man, I don't know, young or old, but all I know is that he missing several digits. Right. This bitch ass nigga right here, who looks just like his mama from the eyebrows down. This bitch ass nigga, ovarian, ovaries, from Up for Debate. For the last, I want to show y'all something, man. Watch this. Here is this bitch ass nigga's channel. Let me make sure we seeing this shit, right? I want to show y'all something just so y'all don't say I'm tripping. Y'all know how y'all be like, right? So listen, let's scroll all the way back. Come on. Let's scroll. Let's scroll. Let's go videos. Let's do this right here. Let's scroll all the way down here. Look at this shit, bro. This 3 years ago, bro.
Yeah, get
Look
on
at
his
this shit.
ass.
He in DC business. Glaze, Gibbs, Alpo. This years, bro. I did not. I'm the one. I'm guilty because Polife. He's calling this rat bastard Big Po, the goat head. Polife. Look at this shit. 90% of this nigga content is on Alpo Martinez.
You know what we call him? We call him Team Alpo down here.
Look at this shit. All this Alpo shit, bro. This nigga he doesn't like DC Black. He doesn't like Gully TV. He doesn't like Mecca Audio, right? Look at this nigga. This nigga is on Alpo dick all the way up until all this shit. He go a little bit with the cowboy, but this nigga is fascinated with this shit, bro. Alpo. I met him 4 months ago. He was on the Alpo. Don't know Boy George. We beat up his crew. Alpo. When you see him switch from Alpo, look how Big Bootsy was afraid of Alpo. The next video is when he jumped on my dick. Street Lord Wine clears. Street Lord Jesse James clears. Street Lord Wine backdooring Blade Icewood. All this is me. Drake Carter. All that's me. Big Meat Supreme Grip. All this shit is me.
He did reactness to all
Bro,
your stuff.
that's crazy. He's giving me them when I'm alone in my room, staring at the wall vibes with Alpo posters. Nigga, this is wild. That's diabolical. Bro.
Listen,
Man.
That's nasty word. Yeah, that's nasty word.
Watch this right here. So this is the bitch ass nigga Ovarian pussy from Up for Debate. I call him Ovaries, not O. His name is Ovaries. Because you
It's
pussy.
Hillary, nigga. It's Hillary.
Oh, I forgot the name Hillary, you bitch ass nigga. Your mama knew you were gonna be a hoe. Okay, let's watch this.
Party cooperation in the Northern District of Georgia.
That's me right there. You see how he did me? You see how he did? Hey, DC Black. You see
He
how
got
he
on
did?
your ass, doggy.
He gonna say that's me right there.
You see how he
got on
did?
your ass.
Yeah.
This nigga does not like doggy, bro.
Look
Look at that.
like
Hey,
dog.
listen, everything that I have came down on for the last 2 weeks,
Oh shit.
he has made a video to the contrary. He has did research to try to oppose me on everything. Look what you got right here. This nigga's on my dick so bad, bro. Why look at this shit?
In the Northern District of Georgia, there is no third-party cooperation as it relates to drug trafficking or drug dealing or whatever. Point blank and frank.
In a shocking turn of events, host Sean G of the podcast Was Sold seemingly does a complete 360 about the third-party cooperation claims against Big Meech, offering that there is no third-party cooperation in the Northern District of Georgia and that there is only 3 ways one can cooperate with law enforcement.
There's only 3 ways that you can cooperate in the Northern District of Georgia with the DEA. Number 1, you could be a good Samaritan, a civilian that learns of some nefarious or criminal activity, and you decide upon your own choice.
I want to see his reaction video to the
That's it.
Sean G new
All right,
video.
Peace. You already know what
He might not do
who
one.
you rocking with, right?
Look at him,
Right,
man.
then. Let's
What's
get to
wrong
that
with him,
thing.
man?
Yo,
Bro, look, he's so happy. Bro, he's so happy. All this is anti-dog face sentiment, bro. Look what you say. Sean G apologizes for third-party cooperation claims against Big Meech. Cuffy and Blue lied. He rubbing his hands.
That's wild, man.
That's how he was looking when his mama was giving him that spam from Focus Hope. Hungry motherfucker.
Sean G. I've been hearing about Sean G for about 2 weeks straight.
How you been hearing about him, bitch ass nigga? You've been hearing about him because you discovered him. You learned of him from when is it a coincidence that I interviewed Sean G 2 weeks ago?
Right.
You stalking bitch ass, hoe ass nigga. You baby Fraggle Rock looking ass nigga.
I watched a few videos, you know what I'm saying? But Sean G this, said Sean G that. Sean G said this. Well, Sean G just offered an apology and did a complete 360 on his third-party cooperation stance against Big Meech. And they already scrambling, trying to discredit him for doing that. Shout out to you.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Boy, hey, listen.
Hey, Lil Bill that got on y'all ass.
He wildin', man. He wildin'.
Hey, look.
What's wrong with him, man? I gotta see his reaction video. I be missing it because I don't be following him. I gotta see what he be doing, man.
No, serious. I didn't even see it.
Man, I ain't even seen this joint right here, dog face.
Man, I never saw this.
Hey, look at this nigga. This nigga got
Hey, somebody in the comments say that nigga Pooh Shiesty mask look dirty.
right.
It looked too little and shit.
That nigga said his black mask look dirty.
Hey,
Bro, what?
That's crazy.
Man, look at this nigga, bro. He look at this nigga. Don't forget, the whole premise of this video is based on what Sean G said, that Sean G has now apologized and admitted he was wrong for. You stupid bitch ass, ugly ass, fuck. Look at
You, Sean G. Let me say that first before I get into my rhetoric. Shout out to you for having the integrity to stand up and say you was wrong in front of an audience the same way you said something different in front of an audience. My only gripe with that, Sean G, is I think you should have directed that apology at Big Meech. You said, I wanted to apologize to everybody out there and this and that and the other. Well, you know, the person whose reputation Cuffy was trying to tarnish, and a few other podcasters like that bald head nut nigga, Dogface, and his crew full of junkies and niggas that live with their mama. I heard you went on that podcast too and was discussing the paperwork or whatnot.
oh, hey, listen. That nigga said, live with
Dogface. I think he was calling me a junkie. What the fuck?
Bro, he still got the crackhead twitch in his talk.
I think he was talking about me, bro.
And listen, look at the tightness around his mouth right here. Ooh, he mad. He mad. Look at that nigga mouth. Do I see another booger? Do I, bro?
And that's crazy because I never seen Lil Bill face motherfucking change. It always been the same. So this is the first time I ever seen Lil Bill make a facial expression.
Now, is he gonna do the Sean G and be a man and make a reaction video and clean this up? Is he gonna clean this up?
Oh, he mad. You mad? What?
You feel me? Them niggas.
Look at that teeth. Look, teeth missing. Teeth missing. Listen, this nigga is Pookie from New Jack City. Look at that too. Look at the lower left quadrant of his mouth right here. Right, this area right here. Look at this right here. You
can't blow it up.
that is YouTube won't allow me to make this nigga no bigger.
Damn, that's like Whack Man's.
Look at this right here. Can y'all see it right here? My cursor. Y'all see it?
Yeah. Ain't got no integrity over there. Like I said, them niggas junkies and niggas that live with their mama. They ain't got no integrity over there. You can't expect for them to do something as honorable as you did earlier today.
I asked that question.
So,
right.
That being said, dog, let's discuss
following Sean
what
G.
he
You
said. He said, I
follow.
learned from a
You
very,
over here
very
admitting you follow
knowledgeable.
those motherfuckers.
Hold on, Juice. Hold on. He finna quote from Sean G.
Oh, okay.
Watch this.
Source affiliated with the DEA that there is no affiliated with the DEA. What he said, I learned from a very, very knowledgeable source affiliated with the DEA that there is no third-party cooperation in the Northern District of Georgia. See, what that said to me was, you learned today that Cuffy's a fucking liar. He's a liar. He's a man with an agenda and a grudge against Meech. When I heard you apologize and say that there is no third-party cooperation in the Northern District of Georgia, all I could think about was Cuff. Who started to push that agenda? Who pushed that envelope? Cuff, Blue, niggas with an agenda, a disposition, both of whom lost Big Meech's life rights to Tammy. I mean, that's just something that I had to throw in there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me throw something at you, you bitch ass nigga.
Dick eater.
You dick eating bitch ass hoe ass nigga. Let me throw something at you, cock handler. Let me throw something at your bitch at American Axle security guard.
Hell no, that didn't work at AutoZone.
Hillary. Hey, Hillary.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy.
You big cold-blooded dummy, you bitch ass nigga. You raggedy mouth, no insurance having ass nigga. What did you do? Opt out the dinner plan? You must have
opt out. He said he opted out the dinner plan.
By the looks of your mouth.
Hey, dog face. It ain't just his grill, bruh. He got the ex-crackhead smoke the pipe all the way down to the little coil on his lips. He got the pink thing in the middle of the mouth like he was hitting the pipe.
Yes, watch this. Come on.
These niggas riding around trying to get movies together for Big Meech's life rights and this and that and the other while he locked up and Blase split whoop, and both of them wind up losing to Tammy. You know what I'm saying? Both of them wind up losing Tammy because I guess we know Blue had Tammy. We can speculate that maybe Gatlin had Tammy for a time or so. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be what it is, you know. I needed to apologize to everyone out there because I think my very first video I did on this case where I was just coming off what?
Look at that mouth. Look at that. What that little pink? Why your mouth twisted like that, bro? Where your teeth at? What nigga lose a tooth down there? Now listen, if you a dentist, please, if you a dentist, a hygienist, if you work in a dental, I need you to come in here and jump in the comments. What nigga lose a tooth down there? Nigga, you like a meth head, nigga. You like a crystal meth head by the mouth ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga. And by the way, I'm in Detroit, pussy. Just so you don't try that wino shit with me, you bitch ass nigga. I'm in Detroit. You know where I'm at. Where's your journalistic integrity, bitch ass nigga? See, because it's niggas like you that make it hard for niggas like us. Because you grabbing every video that I post. You watching E. Williams. You watching everybody. You learn about Sean G by watching my shit. Watch the YouTube streets. You got a problem with the YouTube streets, you bitch ass nigga. Well, since you saying that you directed most of your vitriol at me, bitch, I'm in Detroit right now, whole nigga. I'm in Detroit right now, you hoe ass nigga. At my office that you said that I got chased out of, bitch ass nigga, looking like your mama with them ugly ass goddamn kids you done had. Oh, I forget. You mad at me because I Al Nuke kids. Remember you said that, pussy? You remember you said you put the text messages up where you said that you told me you don't like what I said about Al Nuke kids. Okay, I tell you what. Let me be a whole man about this. Watch this. I apologize for what I said about Al Nuke's kids for this reason and this reason only. I want to take the focus off Al Nuke's and his thing and his children. I want to put the focus on your bitch ass. up for debate. I want to put the focus on your little Ninja Turtle looking ass, Donatello looking ass kids. You bitch ass nigga. I want to put the focus on your greasy pork chop eating ass mama. You bitch ass nigga. You hoe nigga. You been running around trying to convince street girl Juanita and G-Rock run off with the plug ass nigga. I'm gonna deal with him. You been running around trying to convince these niggas that you like that. I don't know. They should have told you. Let's hear what else this bitch ass.
I was hearing. I didn't know what I was talking about. I came out and I said, did Big Meech do third-party cooperation? Because this is what I'd heard from everybody else. So I need to apologize for that, for speaking on something I knew nothing about. Like I said before, man, I appreciate that. And I'm not the one that needs to be appreciating it. You feel me? I just appreciate the fact that it's another podcaster out there. It's another vlogger out there. It's a man out there with some integrity. You feel me? Because I identify with that trait. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the 3 ways that he said you can cooperate in the Northern District of Georgia.
Well, I think we pretty much.
He just want to be loved, man. That nigga fucking talk like he in a Shakespeare movie or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
what
listen.
the fuck?
So watch this. Let me deal with this right here. He say, you scared out. You scared of Al? No, I just said I'm taking the focus off Al and putting it on all the shit I said about Al Nuke. I'm saying it now about Ovarian, up for debate, Mac. And if you in Detroit, Mac, I'm in Detroit now. So let me block your bitch ass, you cocksucking bitch. Go suck somebody else's dick, bitch. There you go. Now talk to yourself, you bitch ass nigga. You hoe ass nigga. Go talk to yourself. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Stupid ass boy. Go talk to yourself, bitch ass nigga. Now, back to what I was saying. When it comes to talking about these niggas, right? We got to be clear. When it comes to talking about motherfuckers, bro, right? When I say something about a motherfucker, it's right and exact. I don't just be getting on here blurting out shit about motherfuckers I don't like them because they rub me the wrong way, right? That's an example. So now that Sean G, my question to you, DC Black, is now that Sean G has came out less than 24 hours later and retracted his statement and explained why he was wrong and how he was wrong. Who Roosevelt Young is that? Who is that Roosevelt Young? Who is that?
I don't know, but I seen me over here.
Who? That's you, Juice. Who Roosevelt Young is? Who that is? He on your page?
No, he ain't on my page.
Boogie, yeah, be on yours.
He on my page.
Like
He
that
said
bitch ass
he DC
nigga.
Black. He
Oh,
said
he
he DC Black man.
Oh, that's DC.
Wait a
that's
minute.
Bro, bro, I don't know that nigga.
Block that nigga. That nigga.
I can't do it. I can't do nothing on it.
No, not you. That's Boogie.
I'm trying to block him.
That's I'm gonna tell you who that is. That's up for debate Team Alpo on his fake page, bro.
Oh, that's you. Oh,
Yeah, that's
you
his
bitch
big
ass
eating
nigga.
ass.
Oh, Roosevelt Young. Your name is Hillary, bitch ass nigga. That's him. Look at him, real east side. Come on here, bitch. I'm gonna put your bitch ass. I'm gonna send you the link, bitch ass nigga.
I can smell him.
We can hold on. I'm gonna send your bitch ass the link, bitch ass nigga. Hold on. I'm gonna send your bitch ass the link. Hold on. Let me send your bitch ass link. Since you got some heart, bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna send your bitch. I'm put the link in the bio. Hold on. I'm gonna put the link right here. Come on up here, bitch ass nigga. Come on, tough ass bitch. There you go. Bring your bitch ass up on stage, hoe ass nigga. Looking like your mama, bitch ass nigga. You a hoe, bitch. And I'm in Detroit, you bitch ass nigga. There you go. Here you go. Bring your bitch ass up on stage, hoe ass nigga. You pussy ass nigga.
He at work.
Nigga, you watching 3.5s, nigga. You
Man,
ain't
that
doing
nigga
no
at work,
work.
bro. That nigga can't get on here.
You bitch ass nigga.
Man, Hillary at AutoZone, guarding hubcaps and air
Hey,
fresheners,
You
nigga.
bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass dick sucker, dick rat. Listen, this nigga he creating fake YouTube pages, bro.
That's
It's one thing to
wild.
create. It's wild that you creating fake YouTube pages, Ovarian.
Ovarian.
Hey, Ovarian. Your mama's a bitch. Your kids is ugly and fucked up. You bitch ass nigga. You don't like what I'm saying? Excuse me. You don't like what I'm saying? You a bitch, you hoe ass nigga, and your kids is dusty and dirty and living in poverty, you hoe ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga. How dare you? Now, how you feel that you got nut on your face? You got nut on your face because now Sean G is skeeted on you and made you come down and report something that he now has taken back. You bitch ass nigga. Hey, Ovarian. Hey, ovaries. You bitch ass nigga.
He
It's
say
up
put it
there,
up with
bitch ass
his
right
big
there. It's right there, bitch ass nigga. Here you go. There you go. Who the fuck you playing with, bitch ass nigga? And drop your location. I'll pull up right now. You hoe ass nigga. Police ass security guard nigga. How the fuck you been in prison for armed robbery? Did 8 years in prison for armed robbery, but you an armed security guard. Hillary? Ovarian? Pop in, bitch. Pop in,
You-
bitch ass nigga.
Hey, how y'all find out his name was Hillary?
I'm gonna put the clip up because his partner that he was doing a joint podcast with some years ago gave me the whole rundown on this bitch ass nigga.
So his name is really Hillary Dwayne Marks?
Is that what it is?
Oh, we're gonna have to talk offline. Okay, bet. Say no more. Detroit,
Hey, Hillary.
Michigan, born in 1981. That's him for real?
I think that's him.
He was born in 81.
Y'all boys send me a PayPal. A PayPal? No, it ain't, bitch ass nigga. Here you go.
Wayne County, Detroit.
There you go. There ain't no PayPal, bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga.
Hillary Dwayne Marks. His name is Hillary, bro.
I'm gonna find out. Let me go to with this bitch ass, you bitch ass nigga. Hold on. Let's see the bitch ass nigga keep on talking.
His name Hillary?
And agree to help investigate certain organizations and pass off information as you yourself as a defendant can for you to cooperate. Big Meech, I got a couple questions for you though, Sean G, man, if you don't mind. You feel me? Like I said, I honor what you did, so I ain't even trying to go hard like that. It's respect. But why you think Cuffy hung up on you when you asked him about them bodies? I saw.
He didn't hang up on him, you bitch ass nigga. He's in a federal correctional facility, you stupid bitch. What are you talking about, nigga? You stupid bitch ass nigga. You booger nose bastard. You booger nose bastard. He didn't hang up on you, bitch. He didn't hang up on Sean G, bitch ass nigga. Hillary. You bitch ass nigga. You dick sucking bitch ass, pitiful ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass, pitiful nigga.
God damn. Call that nigga 1,000 bitch ass.
No
nigga.
good bitch ass, hoe ass nigga. Your mama's a hoe. Your kids is ugly. I
No
dare
kids is ugly.
I dare you to tell me to pull up anywhere, nigga. Since you sucking Al Nuke's dick, Street Lord G-Rock dick, Street Girl Juanita, You sucking these niggas dick? Al Nuke don't give a fuck about you, you dumbass nigga. Al Nuke used your bitch ass to get off what he really wanted to say, but he couldn't say it at the time because he already dropped the goddamn apology. And it would look flawed if he came at me with anything. So he used your bitch ass, but you didn't do a good job. Al Nuke don't never send no bitch ass nigga like this to do a grown man job. That's where you fucked up at. That's where you fucked up at. But I appreciate that, Nuke. I appreciate you taking your shot. But next time, you got to get somebody more seasoned than this, because this nigga, he's not equipped to do the fucking job. You bitch,
Yo,
dusty
let
nigga.
me out. Oh, shit.
Now, back to what we were saying. Everybody got something to do. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know what day it is. Sean G, it was admirable of you to come down with when you, it would have been even better if you would have corrected yourself without having to be challenged by other sources that we know you were aware of. It would have been better for you to self-correct yourself. But sometimes we need steel sharpen steel, Sean G. So from man to man, I appreciate the fact that you did come back, you did clean up. But I must admonish you in this way. You never take what somebody who has a reputation like Keith Cromer's reputation. I mean, somebody who has the reputation like a Keith Cromer. You never take what they say and use that as the basis for a point you're trying to make about something as serious as this without doing second, third, and fourth checks about whether or not what he's saying is accurate or not, because doing your recitation of all these documents you done read, you have concluded that Keith Cromer is a non-credible source. So for you to take his word on something as serious as this and then regurgitate that shit to the whole world, and you did it with such moxie, with such enthusiasm, with such conviction in your voice, you made these niggas who are lazy believe that what you were saying was right and exact, when in fact, everything you said was wrong. Everything. Everything you said was wrong, good brother. Gotta call a spade like a spade.
But on the flip side, he exposed some hoe ass niggas once again. Well, they exposed themselves. They jumped right in the motherfucking pot. Put themselves in the blender.
That nigga Demo said he like a Muslim sister. He does, Demo. He like one of them with a hijab on. You bitch ass nigga, ovarian cancer looking ass, bitch ass, hoe ass nigga. You a
Don't do
bitch.
sisters like that.
Yeah. Send me a link. Oh, here. Oh, here you go, right here. Here you go.
Man, he bluffing.
There you go. There you go. They got a link. I'll put it right there. You go, bitch ass nigga. Here you go. They got a link right there, you bitch ass nigga. Mummy dust looking ass nigga. They got a link right there, pussy. I got 500 niggas in here. They can see that you can see it. We gonna wait. I'm gonna do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7. Here you go right here, nigga. My cursor right there on the screen. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I knew you was a bitch ass nigga.
Telling you, man, that nigga at work, bro.
Oh, he definitely at work. Guarding 3.5s and shit, 1.7s. Where you at? Who won't smoke? Oh, tagging. Y'all tag up for debate TV. Cause this bitch ass acting like he don't say this. Y'all tag this bitch ass nigga. Where you at up for debate? You bitch ass fake page on having ass bitch ass nigga. Look like your mama ass nigga. Oh, okay. Nothing to say.
Die shall not tell.
Hey, DC Black.
Shakespeare ass nigga.
DC Black, take us out of here, bro. Go ahead. Listen, DC Black, this is your show right now. Take us out of here. What did we learn from this entire thing with the last 24 hours?
Man, one of the most important things people like us should take from here, man, is that, man, don't never just take somebody's word and run from it. Run with it. Like, even if it come from us, man, some of this stuff is just a Google search. You know what I mean? Like, you could type in ChatGPT, please show me third-party cooperation case out of the Northern District of Georgia. It don't take no damn wrath or no 60 minutes to do that, bro. That's just a search. So if you're serious about to do that, we also learned that if a person thinks that it's a small thing just to make this mistake, all right, I don't want to stomp on that too hard, but it's not just a small thing, because then you give, and I know a lot of people don't care, but then you give an opportunity to these bitch ass niggas like this up for debate nigga and all these other niggas to try to muddy the water again. But, you know, for them, as you said, man, you know, that shit clicks and views for them. I really was interested in the facts of, do we hold a guy on a level like a Michael Jordan and he's really a Sam Bowie? That's what I'm on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care nothing about the next nigga, what they think about Big Meech. Big Meech confront me 100 bricks right now and tell me he gonna pay me to get rid of him. I couldn't do that with him. So it don't matter if it's ever a piece of paperwork to say this or say that. We all, and when I say all, I mean dudes like us that think it's something suspect with it, the people on the other side that say it ain't nothing, we all know and believe that he connected Cuffy with Tammy. I don't give a fuck what the intent was, what the result was at the end of the day. Man, she was a government informant and turned him over to another government informant that got him locked up. That's my understanding of it. I don't really want to hear that other shit.
Juice, what did we learn from what has transpired within the last 24 hours?
It's better to research yourself so you have a solid foundation to stand on, and you won't just be repeating what you heard and not what you know. You feel me? A parent could quote, you feel me, but does he know what he's talking about? And that's what we seen right there. You know what I'm saying? Both of them, even Sean G, I salute him for coming to clean it up. But if you would have done your research, you wouldn't have had nothing to clean up, because you wouldn't have said it from jump. You feel me? Don't just say anything. That's why, you know what I'm saying? It's best to show what let get it from the horse's mouth. You feel me? Get it from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Don't go by what somebody else said. You could, like DC just said, don't take nothing but a click away. You can research it yourself and check on that law, that policy, and what's Cromer said. But once he repeated off the dribble when he said where he got the information from, and take no rocket science. You said, hey, did Big Meech corroborate third-party corroboration? Hey, you know, Georgia law is this. You feel me? Dog, he spun you. You should have knew your answer. So why would you repeat that? You feel me? And some things just common sense. You know what I'm saying? Don't take no education for some of this stuff, man, if you to live life. You feel me?
Well, what I learned is in the last 24 hours, dog faces getting stalked viciously. Fake pages,
right?
Fake Instagram requests, video after video. You know what time it is, man.
Here's what I learned. I didn't learn the motherfucking thing, because I know how volatile, I know how fickle-minded, I know how all over the place human beings can be. Mm-hmm. My suggestion to anybody operating in the YouTube streets is vet your sources of information, double check, take your time, because the one thing we all have are microphones and cameras, whether it's a cell phone or whether it's a Sony A7 III Plus or whatever the fuck it is, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have to go. Don't be so anxious to go and just talk, right? If you're a YouTube commentator, we are talking heads, but you have all the time in the world that it takes to do the research necessary so that when you do come down with whatever your side of the story is, it's one thing to come down with an opinion that's contrary to somebody else, that's cool. It's another thing to repeat false allegations. It's another thing to repeat, to put out false or disseminate false information in order to justify a point you're trying to make. That's when your credibility comes into play. Sean G, I salute you, brother. Solid. I'd love to have another conversation with you, right? Ovarian and the rest of you niggas. Hey, listen. Up for debate. What's his name? Is the nigga name? Oh, you's a bitch ass nigga. Your mama's a hoe. And bitch, I double, triple, quadruple dare you, bitch, to look at me wrong if you ever see me, nigga. You a bitch, your mama bitch, your kid's ugly. So now you ain't got to worry about what I said about somebody else. You can worry about what I said about you. Stop making all these videos with the guns in the. Where you getting this footage from? That's some, that's some cornball shit. That's some cornball shit. No, they don't want no smokers on from Pontiac. If it was that easy, they would have been came to me with the smoke. Don't believe that. Don't be tricked into believing, because I ain't going. I'm gonna give a fuck where I'm from, nigga. I ain't going. That's a fact, Jack. You hear me? Hey, the YouTube streets.
You feel me?
DC Black. I respect your motherfucking acumen, brother. You a beast.
Appreciate you, bro.
It is what it is, man. Yeah. Hey, Boogie. What you smoking on, Boogie?
I don't even know what it's called for real. This shit's strong as hell though. You know, it's just strong.
On behalf of the YouTube streets from Detroit to DC, motherfucker. So all this shit, the DC niggas don't get along with Detroit. And on the YouTube streets, we do. On the YouTube streets, we get along just fine, motherfuckers. You feel?
We gonna call this shit that Hillary.
The
Hillary.
We smoking on Hillary.
You got a Hillary pack.
You smoking on Hillary packs, you bitch ass, dusty, no teeth having ass, hoe ass, bitch ass nigga. I'm gone.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big